Hi, I'm Cody.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And we are keeping score.
Don't forget to check out our social media links down in the comment box for our Facebook, Instagram, Board Game Geek, and our blog.
And please hit like and subscribe to get all of our latest content.
So today we're going to be reviewing Graft, the limited edition from IV Studios.
So Graft is a tableau building game, I guess, or set building game, if you want to call it that. The whole point of the game, and to be quick about it, is to lay out things to score points with these little point modifiers on the bottom. The reason that's hard to do is every card you play is going to introduce a restriction to your line. So if you look here, these are kind of at six turns, which is fairly typical for a line. And you're trying to get these bonus points as well as these points. Now, to get slightly more specific, the way you'll score a line is by shipping the cargo. So when you play a ship cargo game, or a ship cargo card, you must remember the point of the game that you still have to play a final card in your row to ship it. So you'll do this on your turn, this will come back, and you need to find a legal card in your hand. Blue is not legal in this one, so you would play that, and that line would score at the end of the game. You also do a drafting thing at the beginning of each turn where you'll take a card and pass the rest of your hand to the next player, and then you'll take another card, and you'll do that until all of your hands have been drafted for each round. So it's very, very mind-bendy because you have to keep track of several things with the restrictions and what's going to score and when you need to ship it.
So from a newbie point of view, we had two false starts on this game. We were playing it with the same group of 5, and in the beginning we weren't scoring it correctly, and we figured out we weren't scoring it correctly. So as a newbie, this game is a little bit complex. So you've got these restrictions up here in your little red box, and those restrictions don't apply to just the next card, it's to the entire card in the lineup. So as you're trying to build, like let's say 2 leaves and 2 pickaxes, if you get a leaf card that then says no leaves and no fish, now you're kind of stuck. You can't ever get your 2 leaf cards
Not
after
this round,
that.
at least.
So it's very easy to go bust, as they call it in the game. So the first couple of rounds we had some issues.
Mm-hmm.
The third round is when we finally all figured out what was even happening correctly in the game. They do have these really nice embossed badge cards, which is what it is you're trying to get. And it took us pulling out a card that said adjacent, as far as the pink and the blue have to be next to each other, to figure out that these didn't have to be next to each other and they just had to be in the lineup. So that's when we finally figured out we were totally doing it wrong.
To be fair to the designers, I'm pretty sure that's in the rule book, and I just skimmed past it because sometimes I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, and somehow we all kind of skipped that. So like when it is that you can actually score one of these objectives, you're able to move your little wooden meeple out and say that you claim
If you do it first, you get the higher score. If you do it after that, you get the lower one. And so you're trying to get all 5 of your little guys out there.
The funny thing about this game is that somehow Cody's, 80 plus?
She's in her late 70s, I think. Grandmother.
Late 70s, early 80s grandmother managed to completely annihilate all of us without even really knowing what was going on.
It was not even close. She somehow managed to steamroll all 4 of us at the table under her. And I'm like, Grandma, how did you? And she's like, I was just playing cards.
Yeah. And you're going to see that's a common theme if we play with this grandma. Because she really doesn't know what's always going on. But
she did it in Ticket to Ride, too.
Somehow she manages to annihilate us all. So there is a bit of luck to this as well. Pure dumb luck.
Apparently.
Now that we all kind of get it, I think it would be a pretty good game to play. The amount that you are going to handle these cards, because you're passing them from player to player every single turn, I think sleeving them wouldn't be a bad idea, because there's going to be a lot of handling on those, and I think that it would be pretty easy to get them bent up and kind of rough looking, if you like your game to look nice at least. Now,
from an experienced gamer's point of view, even I messed up a little bit. It's common for me to mess up teaching a game the first time we try it. It happens. But once I got it, it makes perfect sense for anybody that's played anything with card drafting or set collecting before. I mean, the little twist that it throws there about the first restriction goes for the whole row and stuff makes that strategy that much deeper. And the thing that constantly gave my strategy a shot in the butt was these ship cargo cards, because you always forget, I have a perfect line. I'm going to ship it. Oh, I have to have a card to play where the ship cargo went in order to ship it. And then that will inevitably cause you to bust, where you lose the entire line and you have to start with whatever that card you just broke it with was. So it definitely meets my requirements as an avid hardcore board gamer as far as strategy, difficulty, and of course appeal looks, because once again, this is a beautiful game from IV Studio. They don't know how to make ugly games, apparently.
So affordability wise, we were gifted this from IV Studios, so we greatly appreciate that. This is the limited edition, and it's $29.99, and you can pre-order it right now on their website. I think it's a beautiful game.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the amount that I had to keep track in my mind when I was trying to meet the requirements on the bottom to gain extra points, meet the requirements over here, and try to figure out what restrictions I still had, I'm probably going to give it a 7, and it's mainly just because of difficulty right now. Especially if you're playing with a slightly louder group, it's kind of hard to concentrate at times.
My family is the loud group. It's okay.
Yes. But overall, I mean, it's a beautiful game.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's one that we will play a lot more of, especially now that we understand all the rules a little bit better, too.
Yeah, I would give it, I want to give it an 8, but I'm going to have to slide it down just a little bit to a 7.5. And that's strictly because it does have a 3+ player requirement. It requires 3 to 5 people to play it. So her and I can't play it by ourselves in an evening simply because I don't always have my son over here to play with us. So
he also falls under the 14+ recommendation. So that makes he may have a few issues with it.
I think if you can teach the child how to play, or anybody under 14, it's nothing about the way the game's designed or the content or anything that makes it. It's the rules that make it like that. But I think any kid, 11, 12 up could probably figure this out with a little bit of teaching. So that's our verdict. What do you think about Graft? I mean, when you look at the box, it's absolutely beautiful. The spot foil on the badge cards is really, really nice, and that's part of the limited edition. Yep.
It's only a limited run of 8,000.
And they sold quite a few at Gen Con.
This is copy number 5,617. So the limited edition may be truly very, very limited edition now at this point. So yeah, that's our verdict. We liked Graft.
Absolutely.
Once we figured out the rules, we did a lot better with it. And once again, if you play with a Chaos Goblin, be prepared for that goblin to bite you. So join us every Monday for a new review, and we will see you guys later.
Thank you.